Well, you know, we have Hollywood fever here in West Michigan.
Been very exciting lately.
That's right. One of the movies filmed in West Michigan, the 50 Cent movie Gun, will have its red carpet premiere next week.
So our movie guy, Aaron Lafferty, has the details on how you can go and see it. Welcome, Aaron.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Merry Christmas to you, too. We're 2 weeks away. We were just talking about that earlier. So give us all the details here. When is the premiere? How do we go? How excited are you?
Next Wednesday at 7 o'clock at Celebration Cinema North is going to be the red carpet premiere. This will be the only time you can see this movie in theaters because it's going to come out on DVD in January.
So just showing it one time?
It's a one-time show, no limited run, no nothing. So it's either go to the premiere or see it on DVD. So if you want to see a movie that was made here, this is your chance. We actually have some video from the trailer. Some of the cast and crew will be there. 50 Cent is planning to come during a dinner break from shooting setup. He's planning to come to the premiere, trying to get Bruce Willis to come with him. Maybe one of his other co-stars might be there too. So we'll see about that.
Wow!
It's an R-rated crime drama. It's all about inner city gun trade. It's actually set in Detroit, filmed in Grand Rapids, but the setting is Detroit. You've got Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, you got Val Kilmer, John Larroquette, James Remar, who was actually in town for another movie as well. So, 2 weeks it filmed here earlier this year, and it's, almost a year later, we're now having the premiere.
That's very exciting.
So I think my Wednesday just got booked.
I think so. And the interesting thing, in so many ways, we look at this video, and this was a scene, really, in some ways, that kind of started it all. I mean, we really saw the possibilities of doing these kinds of higher budget, higher profile action movies here in Grand Rapids.
Right, and this ramped it up. And then when I was on the set for The Gun, he talked about the gun that 50 Cent uses, which is a really unusual prop. Let's listen to what Jesse had to say.
Well, you haven't seen the gun that 50's shooting, but he's shooting a gun that's weighs 85 pounds. So that car explosion, is coming after. You don't see 50, but he's the one that sort of triggered that action.
Is it a handgun, a rifle?
I don't know what you would call it. It's almost, it's like 5'5" tall.
So it's almost as tall as 50.
No, 50's much taller than that. But most people wouldn't consider it a handgun or a machine gun. It's not for. A lot of people wouldn't be able to carry that thing. It weighs 85 pounds.
Wow, that's some prop.
So that's The Gun in Gun.
Okay. So you can lift weights with that.
Exactly. Tickets are available now. You can go to either Celebration Cinema online or go to the Celebration Cinema North box office to get your tickets. And we'll also be doing a giveaway on my Laugh at the Movies Facebook page for some lucky 50 Cent fans or movie fans or however you want to look at it.
How about that? Very exciting. Well, it does seem as though we're getting more energy, more excitement, just, higher powered movies and more stars coming here, opening that door.
And this group actually doesn't mind shooting it in the winter because they shot one in the winter, they're shooting this one, and now they're shooting again right now in the winter. So they're getting used to it, and they know that there's pretty much nobody else here. So.
Yeah, and I think 50 Cent's going to have to start looking for a place to live around here because he's been spending so much time in West Michigan. That's fantastic.
Been here quite a bit, a lot of interesting things coming out of this, and there are also 2 big movies that are going to be opening this weekend too, right?
Exactly. One I would say go see, and one I'm not sure. You might want to wait for it to come out on DVD. Let's start with The Tourist, which my wife and I saw on a screening on Wednesday. And Johnny Depp, Angelina Jolie. It's a spy romance. You kind of think, from the trailer it probably looks good. We were actually disappointed.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was a little slower than we thought, than what the previews led you to believe. There are some twists in this movie. I'm not going to give those away, obviously, because that'll ruin the movie. But it is just kind of a slow, methodical spy romance kind of a thing. It's more about the romantic relationship than being a spy, so to speak. There's not a lot of shoot 'em up, chase scenes, action. It's more about a lot of interpersonal relationships between the people chasing them and the people that they're involved with. So.
Okay, so not necessarily an A+ for this one, but there's one that you would give a little bit of a higher rating to?
Haven't seen this yet, but based on the previous 2, The Chronicles of Narnia, this is the 3rd installment, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, based on the C.S. Lewis novels. This is looking better. It's gotten really good reviews so far from the people that have seen it. This one comes out today. It's another trip back to Narnia. This time it's Lucy and Edmund. They get sucked through a painting into this royal ship, Caspian, if you saw the last one. He's back again for this one, so there's another trip into Narnia, a lot of on the boat kind of stuff. So this is another fun kind of family movie. It's also in 3D, so this is likely to be your top movie this weekend.
Okay, interesting, because I think a lot of people may have been surprised that Tangled actually was #1 last week, which was a little bit of a surprise.
A little bit of a surprise, except for if you think about the family dollars really do well, and if you have a movie that Disney, the brand Disney, always brings in the bucks, and then families, you're usually talking about 4 tickets at a theater versus 2.
That's true.
So you bring in more bucks. The one thing about Narnia is it's almost 2 hours long, so that will limit some of how much it makes. But because of the 3D ticket price, if people go see the 3D version versus the 2D version,
okay,
you get a little bit more money.
Okay, now we can find a lot of great information and also connect to your Facebook. We got to go to your blog.
Yep.
Laugh at the Movies, right?
There you go.
WoodTV.com.
Right.
Fantastic. Thanks,
Thank
Erin.
you.
I have to catch up. Laura saw Morning Glory and said it was really good, so I've got to
I loved it.
take my my popcorn bucket and go get my refill and watch a matinee someday.
I mean, when I was there, too, watching the previews, there was quite a few that looked like they were coming up.
Right.
Should be pretty good.
Okay.
Right, cool.
Fantastic. All right, stick around. We'll be right back.
Your All Access